Hello there. Sorry, let me try this again. Had to turn off the heat because can't really hear anything with the heat blasting to the max. I live in New England from the States, so it's kind of cold out over here, as I mentioned. So let's try this again. Hello there. This is Empowerment Speaker Charles Check, streaming or broadcasting, whatever you want to think of this. This is my welcome to my video log, and today topic is going to be about. It's interesting how I don't remember what the topic is going to be about, but let me think for a minute. I have it written down here. So I came across a quote while I was at the workplace today, and it reads like this: "You should invest in your family first and in your career second." Now, the quote doesn't have an author or anything like that. It's just somebody posted it on their office cubicle. And when I read this, it hit home hard for me because it made me think about today's topic, which is about family and work life. So for me, this hit home hard because. For example, let's start off with a story that I came across with because I for some reason I come across with different type of people on a daily basis. So I was running to a gentleman probably yesterday or so, and one of the things he was telling me is about how it's hard being a father. He was talking about being a father. He's a younger gentleman looked like he's anywhere from 20 to probably 30s. And he's talking about how hard it is to be a father and how hard it is to be a husband, and how he has two kids. And it's just the thing about that it made me reflect. I pretty much asked him, what is so hard? And he was just mentioning how just keeping up with the pace of work. So I won't go into his story for the fact that I don't want to say stuff that I don't know too much about. Right, but I will tell you this though. Today is a day that both my kids are performing at a holiday event, or per se Christmas event here in New England, and they're performing a chorus, or they're singing. And I didn't know about the event until probably yesterday, and I really can't take a day off today for the fact that it was last minute. And at work you have to plan things in ahead. And plus, being responsible, everything's all scheduled out. I don't want to give my burden to someone else at work. So, but I realized one important thing. I realized that I asked myself: Is your job serving your family? The moment your job doesn't serve your family, that's when you start to question whether it's worth it. So, I realized that. From a financial standpoint, the job is serving the basic needs, the food, the shelter, and everything else that goes with providing. But I realized one thing, that the workplace has changed. Everybody's been one of the big topics is I'm so busy at work. There's so much project going on. There's so much thing to do. I don't have time to breathe. I mean, I hear people saying stuff like that, and to me, the question in this conversation is your career lifestyle, we're talking about lifestyle here, is it right for you? Or was it right for you and now it isn't? Because you realize one thing, that if there's only, you realize one thing, the only thing that's, might be a cliche to hear this, constant is change. Now, if you understand that, truly understand that, what that means is, if your workplace has changed and you haven't, there's a problem there, right? Or vice versa. If you change and your workplace haven't, there's also a problem. So what I learned from this is I have to start making decisions and asking myself questions like this: Is it all worth it? Is what am I doing worth it? And who is it all for? Is it for me? Or is it for my family? Or is it for my loved one? What is it all for? That's basically, is your work life worth it to you? And if it is, share it. If it isn't, what can we do about it? What can you do about it? So I would like to I'd like to hear back from your feedback. Just let me know how you think, and we'll go from there. So again, have a nice day.